Welcome student. Today we are going to study in chapter respiration and circulation, particularly topic internal structure of human heart. Last time we already studied in this circulation, that is the blood vascular system, plasma, corpuscle, RBC, WBC, platelet, as well as external features of heart, dorsal view of heart, ventral view of heart, and today that is the internal structure of human heart. So our next one, internal structure of human heart. The structure is shown in this fashion. Internally, heart consists of four chambers: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. This atrium and ventricle is separated by a septum. That septum is called as auriculoventricular septum. Ventricles are separated, so it is also called as ventricular septum. Auricles are separated, so it is also called as auricular septum. It is commonly called as auriculoventricular septum, and due to this, heart consists of four chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. Again here in this diagram, here superior vena cava is present, inferior vena cava is present, right pulmonary veins, left pulmonary veins, left pulmonary artery, right pulmonary arteries, as well as dorsal aorta, brachiocephalic artery, left common carotid artery, left subclavian artery, then tricuspid wall, bicuspid wall. That parts are seen in this internal structure of human heart. So one by one we have details studied. First one, that is the auricles. This one, right auricle or right atrium. Another one, that is a left atrium or left auricle. So this auricles is a blood receiving chamber. Right auricle receive impure blood, left auricle receive pure blood. So auricles is also called as blood receiving chamber. Firstly we have studied, that is the right auricle. They are present toward the right side, so that is the right auricle. They are present toward the left side, so that is the left auricle. They are separated by the septum, so that septum is called as interauricular septum. Then right auricle receive impure blood from upper part of the body with the help of superior vena cava. Superior vena cava collect impure blood from upper part of the body, and that blood receives right auricle. So this superior vena cava as well as right pursues right auricle, as well as to the lower part of the body, inferior vena cava collect impure blood, and that impure blood receives right auricle. Means inferior vena cava collect impure blood from lower part of the body, and superior vena cava collect impure blood from upper part of the body, and that blood, impure blood, receives right auricle. As well as in this right auricle, the inferior vena cava guard a wall, and that wall is called as Eustachian wall, and this wall plays important role to prevent the backflow, as well as the coronary sinus is also open into right auricle, and this coronary sinus opening is present in that region. This coronary sinus is also guarded a wall, and that wall is called as Eustachian wall. So in this way, that is concerned here the right auricle or right atrium. Then this interatrial septum, so that is a septum. Inter, due to this septum, this auricle is divided into two parts, right and left. So that septum is called as interatrial septum. And this interatrial septum, oval-shaped depression is also present here, and that oval-shaped depression is called as fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis is present in that interatrial septum. And this fossa ovalis is represent that in embryonic heart, that is a foramen of ovals. And this foramen of oval closes at the time of birth, and it bears, that is a fossa ovalis. So this left atrium receives pure blood or oxygenated blood from pulmonary veins. Here left pulmonary veins and right pulmonary veins. Two left pulmonary veins and two right pulmonary veins collect pure blood or oxygenated blood, and that blood receives left auricle or left atrium, and each atrium is open into ventricle. This right atrium is open into ventricle, left atrium is also open into ventricles. Then this right atrioventricular walls have three flap-like structure, 1, 2, 3. So that wall is also called as tricuspid wall or atrioventricular wall. And toward the left side, atrioventricular wall or mitral wall is present. It is a two flap-like structure, and that wall is called as bicuspid. Here the three flap-like structure, so that wall is called as tricuspid wall. Then the wall is attached to the papillary muscle. This wall is attached to the papillary muscles of ventricle by chordae tendineae. So this is that structure is called as chordae tendineae. This chordae tendineae present the walls from backflow of blood into atria during contraction of ventricle. Means here the walls are present. That walls, tricuspid wall. Here the semilunar walls are present. Here the bicuspid walls are present. All of these walls are maintain the unidirectional flow of blood. And also avoid backflow of blood. That is the function of wall. It maintains the unidirectional flow as well as to avoid the backflow of blood. So that is concerned here the auricles. Then here the ventricles. This ventricles is divided into two parts, right and left, due to the septum. That septum is called as ventricular septum. And this ventricle, particularly right ventricle, receives impure blood or deoxygenated blood from right atrium through tricuspid wall, and then this right ventricle pumps blood through semilunar walls toward the lungs, and this left ventricle pumps the blood over toward the dorsal aorta, and from that dorsal aorta it passes toward the brachiocephalic artery, left carotid artery, subclavian artery, toward the lower part of the body. In this way, that type of blood flows is occur. So in this left ventricle particularly, or the inner surface of this ventricle shows several ridges. The inner surface of ventricle shows several ridges, and that ridges is called as columnar cornae or trabeculae, and the columnar cornae or trabeculae is present in that region particularly, as well as modified Purkinje fibers are also present for contraction, ventricular contraction. Pulmonary aorta or systemic aorta, that is the semilunar walls, and they are passes toward the lungs through left and right. This pulmonary aorta, here the three semilunar walls are present at the base which prevent the backflow of blood. So in this way, that structure is called as internal structure of heart. Simply, in this structure, here auricles are present, ventricles are present. Auricle, that is a blood receiving chamber, ventricle, that is a blood distributing chamber. This auricle receiving pure blood from superior vena cava. This right auricle receive impure blood from inferior vena cava as well as coronary sinus, and that impure blood is present here. Then this blood passes toward the right ventricle through tricuspid wall. Here the three flap-like structure. That wall is called as tricuspid wall. It is also called as atrioventricular wall. And then this right ventricle receives that impure blood, and that impure blood pumps toward the lungs through semilunar walls. From that, right and left pulmonary arteries. And from that lungs, again back through this pulmonary veins, that blood comes toward the left atrium, and in this left atrium, pure blood is present, and that pure blood is pumps into left ventricle through atrioventricular wall, through this mitral wall or bicuspid wall. Then this left ventricle pumps this blood toward the aorta, dorsal aorta, and from that dorsal aorta it passes all over the body. So in this way, that type of internal structure of heart is seen in these various parts: septum, as well as some ridges are present toward these ventricles, and that ridges is called as columnar cornae. It is also called as trabeculae. Okay, this internal structure of human heart is over. Thank you. The next part, that is the conducting system of heart, is studied later on. Thank you.